Hey guys, Derek Hansen here. Today is Friday, and today I'm talking to you about what unique content is. So, I'm helping businesses be more efficient, more effective, and profitable. And so, just to kick off into the content here, what is unique content? You've probably heard people talk about it before, and I've often heard content as something interesting, which is almost like describing it as itself again. So, to me, that's a little awkward, right? So my question is on unique content is uh, really why does it matter, right? First of all, I would say that people are interested in unique content because something is different, right? No one wants to watch the run-of-the-mill, same photos, same images, same videos, or anything like that, right? They want something that's really different. And so I think what this really drives down to is how you're providing value to the customer. Now, if you're providing value to the customer, search engines like that also, especially Google, right? So if we really care about SEO, creating valuable content to your user is super important. So that being said, what is that? Is it 10 times better? What really matters when it comes to unique content? And so, first off, I would just think about the content that you produce should help in some way, right? It should create a reaction with your customer. So whether that's evoking emotion like fear, laughter, sadness, empathy, compassion, any of those things really can help create valuable content to your users. And so then, you know, part of that though drives down to what's your competitive advantage. So if your competitive advantage is your price, or maybe it's your customer service or the type of product, or you're the only product out there, I think that helps drive a real valuable experience for all your users. And then when you think about that content, well, what then can you do to help evoke those emotions, right? If you really know who you are or what your business is about, then you're able to really communicate those kind of things. So if you're not really sure what your difference is or what your competitive advantage is, sometimes it's hard to really describe that, right? Especially if you're a plumber or you're some other business, an automotive company. But you can ask your customers, why did you come with us? Why did you decide on us? What separates us compared to others? And sometimes you might be able to get really good information from someone. If they say that, oh, you guys have the best customer service, or something like that, then that's a great opportunity. Okay, so that's one of those competitive advantages, right? They've been to other places, or maybe you're always on time, or maybe you are the best price, or maybe you give the best value to them. Whatever those advantages are, and then you can start driving content. So like even in that situation, right? You talk to your customers and you find out from them what it is that separates them or you from the competition. You might be able to get a review from them, a video or something like that, right? So producing content, and so one of those ways to do it also when you talk about creating content is I love what Gary Vaynerchuk talks about is just documenting. And so if you're about documenting things that you do, right? So I think this satisfies one of those motions or those needs that a consumer might have is like information, right? So consider just for a second if you're a plumber and you change the pipes, right? I've changed a few pipes, and sometimes you get into really weird spots doing that. And so if that plumber is showing what he has to do to change a pipe, one, you might be satisfying the need of a DIY person, right? How do I do this? And then secondly, you might just show the expertise that you have to another buyer. So if you're showing that expertise to the buyer, that might also show them, oh, you know what, maybe I really don't want to change this, and they give you a call. And so if you think about it from that perspective, that you're adding value to the consumer, that's great. And then think about maybe what's the best way for you to actually communicate to your consumer. So give for an example, if you're a really great writer, well maybe video isn't the best thing. Or maybe if you're a designer, maybe talking or writing isn't the right thing for you. Or maybe you're a great speaker, and so getting in front of a camera might be really easy for you. So figuring out which ways that are easiest for you to share is great. Now, if you can't do any of those, then maybe one of the best things for you to do is then start creating something with someone else, right? Hire out the expertise that you may or may not have. So if you're not a great writer, maybe you can dictate to someone. Or if you want to do videos, maybe you can hire someone to help you with that. So that way you have the expertise that you need to be able to communicate in a way that's very valuable to other customers. So I just give you these few points to help you make a great decision about what you are doing when it comes to creating great, valuable content. And one thing that I would love to hear from you guys is, what works for you in creating content? Is it those photos? Is it video? Is it content? Is it something else? Maybe there's something that you guys know of that I haven't mentioned here, and I'd love to hear what your comments are on that. So this is a short video just about how to create content that's valuable to your customers, and I'd love for you to give me a shout out, share with someone if you find this valuable. Tell them, hey, I think this would be really easy for you to do. And so, just connect with me. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks. Bye.